Here's my list ranking the true number 1 wide receivers. At 13, I've got DK Metcalf. He's an elite deep threat and great after the catch, but while he can make some tough catches, the drops and lack of elite route running hold him back. At 12, I've got Amari Cooper. He's a very well-rounded receiver with elite top 5 route running, but there are times that he can suffer from drops and overall inconsistency, but he doesn't really have any defined weaknesses anymore. Calvin Ridley is someone that pops so much on tape due to his elite route running, athleticism, and catch radius. He makes some spectacular catches, but because of his slighter frame, he doesn't come down with balls in traffic as well. But I could honestly see him as high as 8 with his elite route running. The 8 to 12 range is incredibly close, but 10th is AJ Brown. His skill set differs from the rest in that range. He's a good route runner, but is mostly up here because of his hands and the fact that he's the best yak receiver in the league. Justin Jefferson is a very similar player to Calvin Ridley, just slightly bigger, so he's a little better at making catches in traffic, though he's still very inconsistent in that department. But his release and route running is incredible. Same with Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen is so reliable and is such a good route runner, and honestly has very good hands. He's going to be a very good option for Justin Herbert. 7th is Michael Thomas. He's an elite short to intermediate threat with great hands, physicality, and solid route running, but he doesn't really have great athleticism or ability to win downfield. Allen Robinson is basically DeAndre Hopkins, but a worse athlete. He's definitely not as good after the catch, but A-Rob is a better route runner and has the second best hands in the league. Now we're entering the tier 1 receivers. At 5, I've got Julio. Fully healthy Julio is unbelievable, but he's just not as consistent as those ahead of him. 4th is Diggs. He is an argument for the best route runner in the NFL and is coming off an incredibly productive season. He's a great deep threat, but sometimes his size hurts him and he can be overpowered by corners. But his route running and ability to come out of breaks is just unmatched. DeAndre Hopkins has the best hands in the NFL, period. Pair that with his good but not great route running and amazing ability after the catch, and you've got one of the most statistically dominant receivers in the NFL. Speaking of statistically dominant, Davante Adams was unbelievable last year. His hands took a huge step up and were actually really good. While Diggs may have the better route running down the field, Adams' release is too filthy and may make him the better route runner. But Tyreek Hill is number 1. I made a video on him, but his speed is basically too much for defenses. The route running, yak, and threat to go deep is insane.